Hey everybody, it is ElCid 932 on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me. We are here for Unscripted. It's where you, the audience, decide the twists and turns of the conversation. We mix in a little bit of music, we mix in a little bit of trivia, and we have a good time to start our weekend. It's been a long week, y'all. It's been a long week between the Love is Blind France and the Love is Blind Brazil. It's been a long week of recaps. And the weekend gonna be even busier. I hope you can join me. I have 4 lives this weekend, noon and 5 p.m. on both Saturday and Sunday. I hope you can join me this weekend. But y'all, we are here for Unscripted. And I have to say that this week y'all had me not only in the Love is Blind universe, y'all had me in Netflix for other reasons because we had homework. And I hope you did homework. And if you didn't, we're going to talk about it today. We're going to talk about it today. And I just want to thank the first comment I have is PW said she's working and she'll catch the replay. That is amazing. Thank you always for supporting PW. y'all had me watching this show. Love, Con, Revenge on Netflix. I'm only doing this, y'all, because y'all did not put anything in the posting as to where we should start our conversation this week. But we had homework from last week. Love, Con, Revenge on Netflix. Okay? Hey, hi, Vibe. Glad to see you. Y'all know my 3 words I love. I love these 3 words. I know some people don't like Ronald Reagan. He a little, little controversial. But there are 3 words that he always said that I believe in, whether it's romance or not. It's called trust but verify. Trust but verify. And if any of the people, now they're mainly ladies, but there's one gentleman that was conned. If any of the ladies did trust but verify, we wouldn't be in this pickle. We would not be in this pickle with Love, Con, Revenge. High Vibe says, hey, it was good. I wanted more episodes. We know it's got more episodes. We know it's got a lot of real life episodes in this show. It's got a lot of real life episodes right now. We know a few people being conned by their romantic partner. Hey, to go to Africa. Glad to see you here. We just got it started. Love, Con, Revenge. If we did trust but verify, we wouldn't be in this pickle. Verify it. Just verify. Members, on Mondays live, we're going to go into a deep dive on how we verifying. Okay? Okay, we're going to go into how do we verify these people. Because let me start with my good sis, okay? She had a doctor pursuing her. Okay? He done took, I think he added up to about 2 million between her, and then he took the credit of her daughters and ran that up too. He said he was a doctor. You can verify that, okay? Okay? You can verify that he's a doctor or not. You can call the school and do a verification, which he was a doctor, but not a medical doctor. If you want to check if he's a medical doctor, you can search on the medical board of your state. Put his name in, and it'll pop up either nothing found or something found. Come on now. Hey, High Vibe says another phrase, love thyself. You better love thyself. In loving thyself, you trust that, but verify. Hey, I'll sit and chat. I'm here for my weekly healing session on Friday. K-Sharp, y'all got me hot with this Love, Con, Revenge. Y'all, our dating sisters got me hot on this Love, Con, Revenge. Can we verify the fact that he is employed? The soldier, there was a guy that's a soldier, and I was like, oh no, stolen valor. But there's a way you can check if someone really was a soldier in the military. There's a way you can check. You can verify that. You can verify, because one thing the military wants to do is prosecute people for stolen valor. But no, he was a soldier, okay? I was like, okay, cool. He was a soldier. We saw pictures of him. They found him. But he said that one of his comrades took a pow for him, and that's how he survived to this day. Okay. And that he has to send his the soldier's family money each month. That's what he does. And I said, wait a minute. Ain't that what veteran services is for? Wait a minute. Isn't that what veteran services is for? Trust but verify would help this woman in that the man never had a family. He never had a wife and kids. Trust but verify would have her say, you know what? I'd like to meet the wife and kids we're contributing to. Trust but verify would have her look up the soldier, because you can look him up and see what his COD, cause of, and you can find out that he perished by an IED and had nothing to do with taking a pow for this dude. And the dude that wasn't in the military for 10 years, only 3. I'm not saying only 3. I'm just saying he exaggerated by saying 10 years. They found people in his unit that said, no, he was only there for 3. Trust but verify. Listen, that show will educate people. Did you watch the sister who was scamming someone claiming? Yes, I saw all of it. K-Sharp, I saw all of it. All of it. We need to gain more knowledge on how to identify sociopath. We don't need that part, High Vibe. If we start with verifying, they ain't even going to get past the first layer. If we verify that they talking foolishness, because the soldier, she let him live with her after 3 months. Why are we doing that? After 3 months, you going to move in? Not happening. I'm sorry. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. But it said, educate people, tells us that the MS one, she played him good, but when she brought that letter saying she had MS, he can verify if those are legitimate doctors. He can verify if those doctors are legitimately about that form, but he said he couldn't go to her doctors with her. You can get the information. You could call up that doctor. You don't need information on her, but you could say, hey, I need to make an appointment, or I need to change the appointment for so-and-so. And they will know if they have a record of that person, because anybody can call and make an appointment for them. He got her birth date. Say, hey, this is Sally's, husband. I need to, make an appointment for her. She's having a difficult time right now. And they would say whether they have Sally on the roster or not, whether they can make that appointment or not. So he could have done at least a little bit. Yes, the soldier moved in with his 3 dogs and had the nerve to say that his dog was also in the service with him. Hey, cross country cruise, her. Glad to see you. We're talking about this Love Con Revenge. How these ladies and this gentleman, trust but verify. If we do those 3 things, many of these people would not get past the first wall, far less the 4th wall. Okay? My question is, why do people give away their money like significant amounts? Set a boundary. Don't give a man a dime. Thank you, High Vibe. Don't give him a dime. Here's the thing. For the lady with the clinic, for the lady whose husband was having the clinic, for the ladies who the man scammed them into paying up for the facility for people who have mental challenges. You could have seen how long he had that property by doing what? A property search. And if he had that property as long as they said, then you would have been like, why are you waiting 5-6 years before you even start anything on the property? But apart from that, okay, why are we giving the significant other amounts? And here's High Vibe, why you triggered me with that one is because there was another lady in there. She had a whole financial advisor and took her money to give it to this man to invest in some other, maybe, business venture. She had a whole financial advisor to protect her money. And she said, no, I'm going to give it to my man because he said we can invest in something else. You paying this financial advisor. What are we doing? I will help you. I will help you find a grant. I will help you proofread. I'll help you write a grant report letter. Even the doctor opening up that clinic, we could write a grant to these different places and we can get you grant money. Because what we not going to do is tap into my retirement for later. I'm going to help you find some money. It ain't going to be found in my pocketbook. It ain't going to be getting into my pockets. But there are wonderful places where you can write grants and get a whole bunch of stuff. If you are here to serve the community and do well, you can get a whole bunch of stuff. She was showing him fake documents. He was too naive to check if the document was real. Right. This is the girl with the MS, and we jumping around. I'm jumping around based on what y'all say. This is the girl with the MS. She showed him some letter. It was fake doctors. If he just checked the listing. Also, she said she was enrolled in school. You can call the registrar. You can call the registrar and verify if she's enrolled in that school. Now I'm going to give you a little tidbit because we're going to dive into deeper in members, y'all. Y'all done got me fired up. And in members, we're going to see how we actually verify these people. Okay? We can, my friends call me Bloodhound. But that private investigator, the only thing is I am not, a licensed private investigator. But I can, find people through the Patriot Act, Freedom of Information Act, all of that stuff, okay? You can find people. Those people are spirits because the people lost all common sense if they were under a spell. I don't believe in the Smex magic is real. You do believe it's real. It can have your head spinning. Certainly it can have your head spinning. Hey, Miss Mad About Music, we talking about that Love, Con, Revenge that y'all had me watching. And I'm hot because why are these ladies? There are simple things they could have done to keep these men and that one woman out their pockets. People think they should trust someone they love. Trust someone you love. That is ideal. But again, trust, but verify. It's okay for you to tell me you're a doctor. I can verify it. All you have to do is listen and ask questions, lady. Put it in your Rolodex. Back in the day when I was dating, I'll put it in the back of my mind. Okay. Oh, you're not a day trader, but you are a licensed trader. Okay. I know that I can go on there and pull up your license. Okay. And I'm listening to you. Every time I'm listening, I'm filing away a story that you told me. And from filing away that story, I go home or I go in my car. I have a little notebook. Yes, a little black book. I have a little notebook and I write down the points that you told me. And even when I hear you another time and we're having more conversations, I'm verifying whether you're telling me the same story you told me before. But I'm going to look things up. If you licensed doctor, you licensed CPA, you a licensed trader in the stocks and stuff, we going to verify through the government. Okay? That's what our tax dollars are there for. Haven't seen it yet. Sounds like the people are too trusted. Miss Mad About Music, they gave up everything. From the money that mama left them, from the money they had in retirement, taking out loans. Now that one who took out the loan, and I'm sorry if I'm giving up the whole plot to y'all. That woman who got the loan for her husband to open up that BBL clinic, the clinic was doing well for a time, y'all. He was diabolical with that family. He was diabolical for all he did with that family. But diabolical financially. That was where his diabolical nature was. He was taking their money. He even got credit off of her daughter. And when the daughter is going to try and go to school, she can't get student loans because her credit is jacked up. But Dr. tricked his wife into committing fraud. That's what I'm saying. The wife could be hemmed up for fraud because we don't know the financial institution. We don't know what she said she was going to use that money for. I mean, she could say into the clinic, and the clinic was technically built, but was it for other stuff? But then the other doctor said that he wasn't paying them on Fridays like he used to. He ended up disappearing, not coming around on Fridays when it was time to pay the doctors who are actually doing the work. He's a mathematician, but he out here in a lab coat, taking pictures for the clinic. He was able to file a case against her. Yes, he was. She didn't win her case. She should not have to pay anything. She should not put anything in her name but the company name. That is correct. He had her filing all kinds of stuff. He had her filing all kinds of stuff in her name. Hey, Lady T-Bug, glad to see you here. I know you are the true crime lady, but we covering this love con revenge, these romance scammers, because we know, Shirley Strawberry gonna have her own episode in season 2, 3, or whenever that she get done. Hey, Nesto, Shackle, Shuffle, Walk of Shame. The hair, yes, I can't have you talk about me, even though I know you're gonna talk about me. Yes, Miss Mad About Music. Her husband turned it around on her and put a defamation suit against her, saying that he made her, get all this money and do all these things. And y'all, somebody, unfortunately, I'm gonna tell y'all now, somebody perished from his clinic. Okay, he was not performing surgeries, but he was certainly the doctor on the billboard. Somebody perished. Hey, Sam, glad to see you. Hey, you ain't too late. We just talking about this love con revenge that y'all have me watching. Y'all have me watching. Y'all had me at work today. I was watching it the last couple episodes and I was hot. And my boss was like, "You okay?" I said, "No, I'm not." But I had my earbuds in. I said, "No, I'm listening to something that got me mad." Lady T-Bug said she's driving. Drive home safe, okay? Please drive home safe. Y'all, as I said, trust but verify. He said he's a doctor. Go check with the medical board. He said he's a barber even. Go check with the cosmetology board. There's nothing that he's saying that you cannot verify. You have to verify it. Don't just believe it. If Shirley gets on the show, I don't think she'll be mentally stable to handle it unless she gets help by a good therapist beforehand. And Shirley don't have to be on the show. It could be any of the other ladies listed in that case. Any of the other ladies. And I know the one with the RV and the one with the RV is the same one with a motorcycle. She might be the one on the show. Trust and believe. And I'm sure the show is tracking this case. Thank you for watching. Girl, you had me. You had me pissed at these women because every stage I'm like, if you checked on the soldier that perished, you would have known he was lying how that soldier perished. If you checked on the guy's license, you would have known that he is not a licensed trader on the stock market. He is not a licensed financial advisor. You would have known if you took the little bit of time to check it. You would realize that man is living on the grounds of that facility he said he wants to have for people who have mental instability. Verify it. Just verify something before you hand this man 10, 12,000, 50,000, close to 2 million. 2 million. Lady T-Bug said Gail, Olivia, Regina, all of them, all three of them ladies, I'm sure would approve of themselves being part of this thing. And that would be the headline because of the association. Definitely, yes, Miss Mad About Music. Gail will definitely be knocking on their door saying, hey, when y'all, after this case, of course, it has to be after the case goes to trial, they go there. One thing we do learn is that many states, the statute of limitation is 5 years. Many states it is 5 years in this romance scam, and you got to have your P's and Q's together. Now, the cinematography was good, but how they handled it and how they handled tracking them, it was a lot of it for theater. It was for theater because that ain't how they do that kind of stuff. The teacher should definitely be on the show. I'm so pissed Nestor took her retirement. Exactly. She would definitely be on the show. I know it is too frustrating to see how these women just handed over their money like that. They just handed it. Even though you trust them, verify it. At least the woman, her husband did open the clinic and all that stuff. But if she had verified his license as a doctor, she would have known he ain't no medical doctor. Her retirement first, I heard Miss Bad About Music. I'm just telling you, you're going to be mad about the show. Sonia has the verification of Nesto, but she won't believe any of it. She still thinks it would be a civil case. Right. Now, one of the cases, the one with the gentleman, the FBI got involved, okay? Because somebody came up within the statute of limitations and they got all this information about the woman. She was taking money. When you start wiring money across state lines and wiring money and stuff like that, the FBI gets involved. So they contacted him for his information, but he couldn't be on the case because he was outside the statute of limitations. So they couldn't even, she went to jail, I believe, for 18 months, federal prison, and she had to pay restitution. He couldn't be a part of that because he was outside the statute. He was, he was outside the timeline, unless it's under RICO. Yep. Did you discuss the woman said she was glad she didn't have access to girl, Sam? So after the man that, what Sam is talking about, after the man then pillaged this woman and her retirement account, he still came over to ask for like 10 more grand. Because when he asked for money, she said, well, all I have left is, like this, like, I think she said like $2,500. And he basically like, what am I going to do with that? She said, and then he said, well, what about your daughter? And I think her daughter was 14 or 16 at the time. And she said, I'm just glad I didn't have access to her account because I don't know what I would have done. We know what you would have done. You'd have given that man your daughter's money. You would have had him take everything from y'all. Everything. Yes, the teacher's name is Melody. Melody definitely will go on there. As a fellow educator, retirement payer, I can relate. I'm more pissed about that than Shirley. I would be too. I'd be more pissed about that than Shirley. You can watch the show on Netflix. I'm sorry, I put the whole thing there. It came out on September 5th. It is on Netflix, and it kind of run one into the other, into the other, into the other. You got to hear it. You got to hear, how they were able to find. It's one of the ladies that was scammed by the Tinder swindler, and a professional private investigator, a sister, okay, a sister like us, okay, and she's tenacious. She is there. She is like, I'm a licensed PI. I came here to find this information. Where can I find this man? And girl, she's also subtle, okay? Now, she's so subtle. I have done what she did. Y'all, don't tell nobody. So one of the suspects, she was looking for him on foot, and she couldn't find him. And then he rolled up on her at a door, and she switched up and said, hey, my name is, could you tell me which building is this? Oh, my name is Kim. That ain't her name. I'm waiting for my sister. She told me to meet her at CD building. And he's like, oh, no. She's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Okay. And he said, oh, you're beautiful. She's like, well, thank you so much. She's like, you work here? He's like, yeah, I work in the math department. Oh, that's nice. That's great. Well, have a wonderful day. So she found her suspect, and she found which department to start looking for him for. Now, y'all, I have done this, okay? I've done this. Not suspect thing like that, but I've done it where, you check in on things. Somebody told me they worked in this big old building. Okay, they had a company in this building, and I go to the building and talk to someone real nice and give a fake name. It's like, oh, is this company here? How long has it been here? Go to the leasing office and chat and talk and have a good old time. Like, I'm looking for this company. I don't know if it's in this building, and get the information. I wanted to find out that the dude was, full of caca. At the point that the doctor proposed to her, after she said she didn't want to give him $100,000 unless she was married, would have said it all. Yes, he waited until all her family were gathered. All her family are gathered to propose to her. That's after she said, well, I ain't giving no boyfriend no $100,000. You're fired up all over again. Girl, you got to be fired up today. So you need to be fired up with me. Or you don't have enough. They're gonna have pieces of it, Lady T-Bug. They're gonna have pieces of it around. I'm gonna send you. If I find stuff about it, I'm gonna send it to you, Lady T-Bug. Yes, it is wild, Miss Mad About Music. It is wild. Sam, not as fired up as Revo on Lika. Ooh, y'all, that is Love is Blind Brazil. The seniors over 50. One man is trying to take the fiance of another man, but still buddy with the woman's fiance. Yes, Risa Tisa legend. Yes. Don't get me started on those two. Can't wait to break down on Sunday. Yes, Sunday is the live for Love is Blind Brazil. But this LoveCon revenge, some of them could not get revenge because it is outside the statute of limitations. Some of them don't have, they're like the only victim they kind of found. But once they have, basically a pathology of the crime. Once they have, and those of you who are in Lady T-Bug's chat and lives, and we hear about Nesto and his, alleged behavior, what he is charged with, you get to see a pattern of behavior. So that's what most of the cops, when a woman comes up, they're like, hey, I can't do anything with this investigation because you sound like a disgruntled spouse or disgruntled person who was dumped. So the cops say, yeah, whatever, it's civil. It's civil. The cops say that and just, put it away. But if you have 3, 4, or more people who say they are taking money, and if they're presently doing it, trying to take somebody's money, then the cops have to act. Okay? Cops have to act. You shouldn't give your husband $100,000 to be honest. Head of household shouldn't ask you for that. He shouldn't. He shouldn't. And her hesitation in even accepting his proposal. Like Jennifer, girl, yes. Maybe if found to be, if the FBI does the investigation and finds Mr. Gold behaving in a unsavory manner with finances, then definitely maybe Jennifer or some of the other people could be part of this love con revenge. But it has to be a romance scam. I think there were about 5 or 6 stories, and as I said, they have one man, and what they say is usually men don't come forward. Now that girl, that young lady, and y'all, is a sister, okay? Is a sister. She told me she's going to school, she's enrolled, she's dual enrolled, double major, blah, blah, blah. And then she says she's diagnosed with MS. She can't do much. She can't work. She can't this, she can't that. And he got to provide. He is a blue collar worker. He can provide, but so much, okay? And when she can't, he's like, well, could you work a job? She's like, I can't. I think she would be, the way he said it, she would get angry at him, even asking her with her condition, okay? Her condition. And he basically had to tell her, no, he can't do this anymore. And when he told her, no, he can't do this anymore, she just was gone. But she took all his money. I think he was $12,000, but they say men are less likely to come forward with romance scam stories. Jennifer, I'm going to leave that one alone. Doctor ruined, yes, I did say that. The doctor ruined his stepdaughters, and actually his daughter, Sam, okay? Even though it was his stepdaughter, he went and adopted them girls, changed their names to his, okay? So his daughters, okay? She was healed from MS. It was a miraculous healing. She never had MS, it turns out. She's the one that served time in federal prison because the other people had come forward and they were ratting on her. Hey, Delphine Azul, glad to have you here. We're talking about love con romance that they had me watching. How all I'm saying is these ladies and gent, all you need to do is verify. All you need to do is verify. Verify that guy's a doctor. Verify the school he went to. Verify stuff. If he's saying he can't open his clinic, he needs $100,000, tell him go join somebody else's clinic. Go there and do that. Okay? Okay. It is streaming on Netflix. If you look, I put the whole poster there in the picture. It's on Netflix. Okay? If the lady checked the soldier and see how long he was in the military, she would have known he was lying. Check that the dogs or the dog that he left with her, the German Shepherd, was not part of the military. Ladies, we need to trust but verify. Hey, AK's POV. The romance scammers only win because you don't verify. There are ways to verify what their story is. There are medical boards. If he says he's a barber, there's a cosmetology board you can check. There are government agencies that you can go on, put his name or the name he gave you, and check to see if he is properly licensed. The one that's a financial advisor, there's a board for that. You check his license to see if he's actually licensed. And even if your partner is a financial advisor, let me tell you this. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, because what if his investments go under? You have your own financial advisor. So at least you're hedging your bets. Don't put all the eggs in one basket, because if something fall under, then all the eggs are gone. So she should have kept her financial advisor. Maybe she invests maybe a 5,000, 10,000 with him and see it grow. But that's it. If he was her husband, if he was a licensed financial advisor, but he was not. Trust but verify. All these men and this young lady, if they just take a moment while dating the person, yes, it is lonely out there. Yes, you want companionship. Yes, all of that. But what you don't want is someone to rob you while you're looking for love. Do not have them rob you because you are in a vulnerable position. Please. All of these people had a sob story. They all did. And that is exactly what the scammers are looking for. Your sob story, so they can fit in. The first episode, the man owned a wellness center, but it was not operational. And if you did a property search on that wellness center, if you also checked with the medical board, you will see if that wellness center is up and running. There's no reason he should have a wellness center for the past 6 years or whatever. It is in his name as a property for all these years, and it ain't up and running. Then you know something is wrong. Did they get an operational license? Did they get an occupancy license? There's something wrong as to why this thing doesn't work. Why this thing is not up and open and operational to help people, if you want to help people as much as he wants. And if it is not, because he is helping with mental services, there are grants out there. You could be like, honey, let's sit down, let's write out some grant applications, and we could get some grant money up in here for you to be able to open this center. And that way, if he uses the money and ain't open the center, the grant people gonna come around and put his behind in handcuffs. Let him pray about it. Yes, let him pray about it. Follow your gut. Please follow your gut. Because again, this lady said, where's my girl? She said, where's my girl? Where's my girl? Moon Dust Angel. This lady said, oh, when I met him, it was butterflies. I said, girl, that gut told you run. That was the gut telling you run. In the Florida Medical Department of Health, yes, every state has a medical board or a department of health, a department of community health, a department of public health, where you can go on there, the board, and you can find out if they're certified. You can. It's as if when you meet folks the first time over coffee, you say, my deal breaker is people who ask me for money. You could say that, but that ain't going to stop them. Next Friday, we need to talk. Oh, girl. K Sharp. K Sharp, right after that, I started that and I had to stop. Because I said, I can't have my blood fueled too much. And y'all see how hyped up I am already about this show. Okay? About this one. I was like, no, I need to stop. I cannot do, is it Bessa and Beauty or Beauty and Bessa? That one is also a scamming thing, y'all. It is South Africa. This man was a scammer, and he had a lady who is his advocate. You could say like a Sonia, okay? You could say like a Sonia, okay? And she was out there doing the work. Beauty and Besta, yes. She was out here doing the work, and people said, wait a minute, is she a victim or is she also a perpetrator? And they're going down the rabbit hole if you see the trailer. So yeah, we talk about Love, Con, Revenge, but yes, Beauty and Bessa is the next one on my list. But definitely what Lady T-Bug is putting here is different places you can check. Business licensing department, business professional regulations. Those are places you can check. If the man says, I'm an entrepreneur, I have my own business, I got a PPP loan, guess what? It has to be registered with either the business professional regulation or it has to be registered with your Secretary of State. It has to be registered somewhere. And guess what? If it ain't open and running, and if he ain't paid his taxes on his business and he ain't done right, they would administratively dissolve, which means the business is no longer operational. I'm telling you, members, we're going to talk about, some of my dating stories in the member live and the verifications I have done. Okay. I have done verifications. As I said, when I keep on telling y'all, call the cosmetology board or check with the cosmetology board because if he said he's a barber, because I did. Turns out he's not a licensed barber. Okay? He wasn't a licensed barber, but I did. People will think something as simple as that, girl. Why is he lying about something as simple as that? I'm gonna check your whole story. I'm gonna check exactly what you telling me, because what you not gonna do is play me for a fool. So even if you say, oh, I always go to this Starbucks, like every Tuesday, we gonna end up one Tuesday at that Starbucks and see if they know your name. Because if you hear every Tuesday, they must know your name. They must the usual. We're gonna find out. Trust but verify. If you work here, I'm gonna bring you lunch one time. I'm gonna bring you lunch so I can see where you work. Do you actually work in this building? Do you actually do what you say you do? I'm gonna verify. I will verify. Yes, thank you for for telling them, K-Sharp, where they can see it. She is way better than Sonia. Yes, she was doing it all. Yes. If y'all want to see what a licensed professional or what a professional Sonia would be doing, that lady on the other show, Beauty, Bessa and Beauty, that one is a time. I just saw the trailer and I was like, oh, let me start it. And then I was like, no. 5 minutes in, I said, no. I can't watch Love Con Revenge and then go straight to that. I can't. I can see Elsa doing the going to the toothpaste to find the dental number to verify a dentist. I don't have to do all that. The toothpaste to find a dental number to verify a dentist. No, girl, I'm going to medical board. They have a dentistry board. If you say you a dentist, like how Leo on Love is Blind Brazil say he a dentist, I'm going there. If you say you're a lawyer, or some states do paralegals too, if you pass the bar, your name is in the bar association. I'm going there. I'm checking. Because if you're going to lie about something as simple as that, then I can't trust anything else you're saying. Okay? Mr. ElCid has his own business. Do you think I didn't go on to Secretary of State and verify that that business is properly licensed in my state? Do you think I didn't? Because you could be an entrepreneur all you want, but are you a properly licensed business? Because a properly licensed business means what? You got your insurance together. You got your taxes together. You got your fleet vehicle work van together. You are properly licensed, because if anything happened, the state also got your information. Huh? But ladies who are out there dating, ladies who have friends that are dating, please help them and direct them. And members, we're going to go onto these boards and we're going to check on some of these things. I'm going to show you in members Monday at 8 o'clock how we verify some folks. This is all part of freedom of information. You ain't got to be a licensed PI like the lady in the show. Okay? We ain't got to be a licensed PI, but there are simple things that we could go do and verify folks. Simple as Googling their name. But the first thing we need to do is let them talk so we can listen and we can make notes and see where down the rabbit hole we need to go to verify their story. In this economy, it's scamming season. Verify. Yes, verify. No matter what the story is, verify it. I don't care. Verify the soldier. Verify the fact he is a barber. Verify the fact that he is a day trader. If he's a day trader, what? Okay. What's your license number? And that's the other thing. If they are a licensed professional, you ask them for a license, they're supposed to give it to you. Just like if it's a lawyer and they say, what's your bar number? Rattle it off, because you're supposed to be able to verify them. If they're hemming and hawing, like, well, I don't remember the number, they're lying. Because every professional I know, if they have a certification, if they don't remember the number, the first thing they're going to do is pull out that license card. Here's my license card. Here's the number. I don't remember the number, but they got their license card. I'm telling you. I found a lady's purse one time in the store, and in there had her license card. What do you think I did? I called her license board. I gave them my name. I gave them my phone number, because I let them contact her to meet me back at the store so she could get it. That's another way you could, people who are properly licensed could be found and whatnot. I'm telling you. Yes, let them talk. Ladies, we need to hush, even though I'm talking a lot right now. We need to hush, listen, and tally it up. Write down what they're saying. Take note, and then verify everything. And if they lie about one thing, you know what? I'm sorry. I really can't, have time for a relationship right now. You don't even have to tell them or push on them that you found their foolishness, because what you don't want to do is give them the heads up of how you found out they were full of caca. That's what you don't want to do, because you want the next woman to be able to find it too. Because if they know what you found, they're going to tighten that up. Just like the girl with the MS letter, I'm sure somebody asked her for a letter. Well, where's your diagnosis? And that's how she went and got a letter so she could scam the next person. I ain't going to let you know how I found it. I'm just going back up into the bushes. But y'all, thank y'all ladies who recommended that. The next one we're going to have, I'm going to be hot again next week about Bessa and Beauty. That's the next one on Netflix that I'm going to be watching, okay? But y'all got me good on this one. Yes, every licensed professional has a verification website. Yes, down to barbers, down to the girl that put your eyelashes on, down to the people doing your nails and toes, the cosmetology board. They can have, when I used to go regularly to get my nails done and stuff, I used to go in there and I used to pull up the licensing board, or where's her license on the wall? Or that one, give me 2 minutes. And I open up that professional license, that cosmetology, I put her name in there, and I have found that some of them ain't incorrect. I said, no, her license is expired on the site. Who's the next available? Because what you're not going to do is work on me and your license is expired. Oh, no, her license is expired. Well, talk to the board. Who's the next one? I really don't want her working on my hands and feet. Thank you. Who's next? I bet you she got her license together. Because here's the other thing. I had a coworker that her feet were completely messed up, got an infection and a whole bunch of stuff. Again, verify it. I don't know what you mean, and in his name. But yes. So y'all, we also go into music, and the members know the year. The members know the year is 1977. The year in music is 1977. Y'all, I'm sorry I spent 43 minutes on that show, but it was a lot. It's 6 episodes. It's really good. Okay? Listening. Just listening. So the year is 1977. Unfortunately for my rap folks, we don't have any rap in 1977. It was just coming off the ground with, a hip hop, a hippity hip hop. It was just coming off the ground. Great year in music, 1977. Miss Mad About Music, you know it. Because you mad about music. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do the all around. Then we're going to have the little bit of trivia. And then we're going to do the R&B, because the R&B is good. I like the R&B. Okay? But I had to give y'all top 20. Okay? Number 20 of the all around, this is all around songs for 1977, is Got to Give It Up, Marvin Gaye. Got to Give It Up, Marvin Gaye is number 20. I got, Marvin Gaye, I think is he on here again? No, he not. That's why I scooped him up. That's why I had to go to 20, because that was Marvin Gaye. I was like, I cannot do 1977 and leave Marvin Gaye off the list. But Got to Give It Up is Marvin Gaye. Hey, Mimi, thank you for being here. We talked about Love Con Revenge, the series on Netflix. So definitely, okay? Definitely check it out if you have not. You love Marvin. That's low. Oh my God. This is the all-around category, K Sharp. You know, 1977 had a lot of hits and a lot of people making hits. Because above him is Hotel California by the Eagles. Now, I thought that was low for Hotel California. I thought that was low. It's not number one on R&B. He is not number one on R&B, Miss Mad About Music, okay? But somebody good is. Somebody good is. So, Hotel California is 19. Now, if that song is playing and I get interrupted by a song or something, I need to start that all over because the guitar solos, everything, Hotel California is my jam. Is my jam. So, number 18 is Stevie Wonder, Sir Duke. You always like that song, Hotel California? Me too. Absolutely love it. Even the live versions of it. Sir Duke by Stevie Wonder is number 18. I had to remind myself what Sir Duke sounded like when I was putting the list together. I was like, what? Sir Duke by Stevie Wonder is number 18. And now I just, talking about Love Con Revenge that we talked about before, I just lost it in my mind. Yes, it is a classic. Sir Duke is a classic. And I could hear it in my head. Number 17 is Do You Want to Make Love by Peter McCon. I thought that was kind of low. Because y'all know 1977, we got a lot of Do You Want to Make Love songs. It's 1977. Number 16 is What You Gonna Do by Pablo Cruz. I didn't know that too much either. Number 15 is Telephone Line, Electric Light Orchestra. Okay. I was like, okay, I vaguely remember it. Vaguely. Girl, I don't know. Did Marvin Dirty all the way down that chart? I think so too. High vibe. Number 14 is Margaritaville by Jimmy Buffett. I thought Jimmy would be higher. You know how Margaritaville, I thought because people love Margaritaville, that Margaritaville would have been higher than 14. You Make Me Feel Like Dancing by Leo Sayer is number 13. You Make Me Feel Like Dancing by Leo Sayer is number 13. Number 12, though, is ABBA, Dancing Queen. What? Dancing Queen by ABBA. If you put that on now, I mean, we'll have to be, just spinning around. Definitely. ABBA, Dancing Queen. When ABBA came on the scene, they just took over. I'm sorry. They just took over. Dancing Queen's favorite until this day? Yes. Leo Sayer, You Make Me Feel Like Dancing. You like that? Well, after he make you feel like dancing, you become the dancing queen from ABBA. That's bad. You become the dancing queen. Number 11 is I'm Your Boogie Man, Casey and the Sunshine Band. Oh no, high vibe. Not oh no. Ooh, we gonna have to have a meeting in the ladies' room about ABBA. We gonna have to have a meeting to find out why high vibe can't stand ABBA. I absolutely love ABBA and all the Australian movies that featured ABBA songs. Oh my word, that was my time. Casey and the Sunshine Band is Mad About Music. I'm guessing you liking this group. I'm Your Boogie Man. Boogie Woogie. Now, number 10 is Torn Between Two Lovers by Mary McGregor. Torn Between Two Lovers by Mary McGregor. I heard ABBA remixed with hip hop and loved it. Yes, I think I did hear that too, Sam. Yeah, we're gonna have a meeting in that ladies' room, high vibe, about your disdain for ABBA. But yes, Torn Between Two Lovers is Mary McGregor's number 10. Number 9 is Undercover Angel by Alan O'Day. Girl, I'm not sure either, Miss Mad About Music. This is the all-around category. This is not the R&B. Now, number 8 we know this song, and the kids know this song. Your love has lifted me higher and higher. Rita Coolidge. Okay, she was the original. You know, your love lifted me higher, higher and higher, higher. You know, we know we've heard that in many movie, and I can't remember the most recent one I heard it at. But yes, your love keep lifting me higher and higher. Rita Coolidge, her version is the one at number 8. Cause your love lifting me higher. I can't. I'm hearing it. I'm hearing the rendition, and I'm seeing the scene, and I can't get the movie. You know, in my head, I can't get the movie. I can't remember the movie. That I hear a remix of it or a remade version of it. But when I heard it, I said, "Wait a minute, that sounds a little different." I'm used to it being a little bit faster, and I'm used to a man singing the song. But yes, your love has lifted me higher and higher. That, you know, is a favorite of mine. Number 7 is Don't Leave Me This Way, Thelma Houston. Now, baby, my heart is running flow and with desire for you. Now, if you don't know that song, Don't Leave Me This Way by Thelma Houston, I am sorry. We got to have another meeting if you don't know that song. Because it's baby, my heart is full of love and it's all and desire for you. Don't leave me this way. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I absolutely love that song. You know, she was giving Donna Summer a run for her money with that disco stuff. I can't see that placement. Don't leave me this way. Number 7. Hey, it's higher than Marvin. I was surprised too. Don't leave me this way. Dun, 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 dun. Baby. Oh, I love that song. With my very young self in 1977. Gotta run and watch a replay. Happy Friday. Thank you. High Vibe. See you later. Thank you. So number 6 is I Like Dreaming by Kenny Nolan. I don't know it. Number 5 is Angel in Your Arms by Hot. I don't know it. Oh, you can? Okay, you can see that placement. Okay, I didn't notice that. Thank you, Ms. Mad About Music. I don't know. I Like Dreaming by Kenny Nolan. I don't know. Okay, I don't know it. Oh, they're coming. They're coming. They're coming, Ms. Mad About Music. They're coming. It may not be in the form you think, but they're coming. Yes, Angel in Your Arms is number 5 by Hot. Now, y'all know I love number 4. It's on my list. I think in the 70s list, it is definitely there. Evergreen, the theme song from A Star Is Born by Barbara Streisand, is number 4. Y'all know that's one of my faves. Love. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, Evergreen. Whether you hear I love Barbara Streisand version. I love Luther's version. I don't care which one, but Barbara Streisand was the original one. Thank you. It was originally done by Jackie Wilson. Thank you. I couldn't find the version before her. Thank you so much to Go to Africa. But yes, Evergreen, the love, timeless and evergreen. I'm telling you, that song just moves me every single time. Evergreen, the love theme song from the original A Star Is Born with Barbara Streisand, and I think it was Keitha Sutherland that was performing with her. Now, number 3 is Best of My Love by Emotions. You got the best of my love. I mean, I know that song. I really know that song. Number 3, Best of My Love, The Emotions. Number 2 is not the Bee Gees, but definitely not the Bee Gees, but definitely a relative, the brother of them, Andy Gibb. I Just Want to Be Your Everything. Now, I do vaguely remember that, but the Bee Gees were my thing, but not necessarily Andy Gibb. But that's number 2. I Just Want to Be Your Everything. And number one is Rod Stewart, Tonight's the Night. Gonna Be All Right. That ain't a favorite of mine for Rod Stewart. I was disappointed. I was very disappointed. Very, very disappointed that number one was Rod Stewart. Tonight's the night. Gonna be all right. Thoroughly disappointed. But anyway, just want to be your everything. Yeah, I was an Andy Gibb fan. Bee Gees now. Bee Gees. We could do a whole Bee Gees day, but I wasn't an Andy Gibb fan. I understand the whole heartthrob and everything, and yes, he had a great voice or whatever, but I was not a fan. I preferred the harmony of the other brothers, but hey, he was talented. He sold out stadiums, so no slight to him. It's just I wasn't a fan. Okay, yeah, Rod Stewart. You can use your member emoji with the yeah, Rod Stewart. So y'all, we have our game. Okay, we have our game that we play. That y'all will give me the top 4. Okay, the top 4 items. Let me see. Name something that people compete with each other for. Name something that people will compete with each other for. I'm looking for the top 4 answers. Bee Gees weren't there. They weren't there for that one. Miss Mad About Music. Okay, you said jobs. Each other for. Job is number 3. Love is number 2. I see y'all. So love is number 2. Job is number 3. Beauty contest, I'll take that. That's number 4. Attention. Okay. I'll take that as attention for beauty contest. And number 1, I don't see number 1. Something people will compete with each other for. Number 1 answer I'm waiting for. We were talking about it earlier in our segment about love. Yes, thank you, Sam. Money is number 1. Money. So, name something people compete with each other for. Money, love, job, and attention. So, name Name an occupation. Men's job is attention, right, before. Name an occupation you would hate for your upstairs neighbor to have. Name an occupation you would hate your upstairs neighbor to have. If you live in an apartment, or back in the day when I did, name something you would hate, an occupation you would hate for your upstairs neighbor to have. DJ is number 3. Thank you, Sam. I'm seeing your answers. DJ is number 3. Musician is number 1. Thanks to Go to Africa. Musician is number 1. DJ is number 3. We're looking for 2 more answers. I don't know if you're going to get number 4, but we're looking for 2 more answers. But DJ is number 3 and musician is number 1. Come on now. This will be the last one before we get to the R&B group. Carpenter is not on the list, okay? But, between a musician and a DJ, what do people do? Between a musician and a DJ, what do they get people to do? That's one hint. Yes, thank you, Lady T-Berg. Dancer. Dancer is number 2. Singer is not the number 4. Singer is not there, but it would be bad for me. Basically in that love con revenge, who is not helping those ladies? Who are these ladies going to for help and they turn them away? Okay? Who are these ladies turning to for help and they're turning them away? So far, we have musician number 1, dancer number 2, DJ number 3, and the last one, those ladies who are going to authorities to help them get these men put in jail and they would not be in help. Yes, the police. Thank you, Sam. A police officer is number 4. So name an occupation you would hate for your upstairs neighbor to have. Number 1 is musician. Number 2 is dancer. Number 3 is DJ. And number 4 is police officer. So let's get to what we like, the R&B section, because that other section was lackluster and we don't like it. I don't like it. So number 20 in the top 20 of R&B for 1977, okay, is Commodores, Too Hot to Trot. I was like, where were the Commodores? Where were the Commodores in that 1977 list? I didn't need Rod Stewart. I didn't need Andy Gibb, even though I knew he was selling out places. But the Commodores, Too Hot to Trot. Now that I did remember a bit. I did remember that for a bit. I guess nobody wants a popo watching them. They don't like it either. Lady T-Bug still answering no. A corn star. Well, hey, they could be working elsewhere as long as they ain't filming in the building. As long as they ain't filming in the building. Yes, the Commodore is Too Hot to Trot. Yes, was mad about music. Then number 19 is The Emotions, Best of My Love. You got the best of my love. Oh, whoa. Absolutely love it. I used to get confused. Okay. You didn't like Too Hot to Trot? Hey, Cheryl Davis, you coming in hot to trot. You coming in hot. You didn't like it. I used to confuse The Emotions with the Pointer Sisters back then. And please forgive me. I was very young during this time. So I used to really confuse Emotions. And I thought it was the Pointer Sisters for a while. Quite a while till I realized it was 2 different groups. Now, number 18 is theme song for Which Way Is Up by Stargard. I did not remember the movie Which Way Is Up, but Which Way Is Up by Stargard, the theme song, is number 18. Number 17 is Gil Scott-Heron and Brian Jackson, The Bottle. I didn't remember that song. I don't know what it was. The Bottle. I was like, what the heck is that? Number 16 is Chic, Dance, Dance, Dance. I was like, Dance, Dance, Dance. I couldn't remember. And I was like, is it Le Chic? No, that was the LaBelles. I couldn't remember it, but Chic, Dance, Dance, Dance is number 16. Number 15 is LTD, Every Time I Turn Around, Back in Love Again. I have to listen to The Bottle. I will go and listen to The Bottle only because you told me, okay? Only because you told me, Miss Mad About Music. Yes, dance, dance, dance. Everybody dance to the music. Clap your hands. Okay. Love The Bottle. You got to listen to it. Chic loved it. Disco time. I keep thinking it's Les Chic. They're free. But that was the LaBelles. LTD. Yes, I know LTD. I know other songs, but not Every Time I Turn Around, Back in Love Again. I know there are other songs, though. Now, number 14 is Radio, Jack and Jill. Radio, RAYDIO, Jack and Jill. I wasn't too familiar with it. Remember, I was probably toddler in 77. Number 13 is War. War is the group and Galaxy is the song. That's number 13. Yes, LTD was a great group. I just didn't know Every Time I Turn Around, Love Again. I just didn't know that song. Number 12, listen to Jack and Jill. Well, y'all telling me to listen to everything. Everything. Number 12 is Stevie Wonder, Another Star. I knew a lot of Stevie, but I didn't remember Another Star. But here's the thing with Stevie around that time. The title of the song ain't necessarily what's in the song. And that's why I had a problem with Stevie when I started listening to different things. I was like, wait a minute. Stevie, that's not what the song is about, but he did change later on. Number 11 is Another Star, Stevie. I didn't recall it. And you may know the song is just the name. Like, remember we talked about Sir Duke? We didn't know. Radio had Ray Parker Jr. Oh, really? Huh. Thank you. Thank you to go to Africa. Number 11 is Roy Ayers' Ubiquity, Running Away. I vaguely remembered that one, but I couldn't remember that Roy Ayers Ubiquity. Ayers. Now, number 10 was Heatwave Boogie Nights. I knew that one. I knew Heatwave Boogie Nights. I knew that song. Yes, Roy Ayers running away. Yes, I knew Boogie Nights. Heatwave. Um, no, number 9 had me chuckling, y'all. And those of y'all in the Nestor universe, you'll understand why. It was the Brothers Johnson Strawberry Letter number 23. Boogie Nights, yes. Yes, and above that is the Brothers Johnson at number 9 with Strawberry Letter 23. I said, y'all, why y'all make me think about Shirley the entire day with that love con romance and all the other things? You love that song? Strawberry Letter 23. Now, 8 is Rufus featuring Shaka Khan at Midnight. My love will lift you up. Brother Johnson, you like Brother Johnson's song Strawberry Letter? Yeah, Strawberry Letter 23. Okay. Not 59, like 59 counts, okay, of Nestor being accused of 59 counts in that RICO. Just Strawberry Letter 23. He wished he only had 23 counts right about now. But number 8 was Rufus featuring Shaka Khan at Midnight. My love will lift you up. That was number 8. Number 7, Marvin Gaye, Gotta Give It Up. So he's at number 7 in the R&B chart. Remember, he was 20 in the all around chart. Okay. The original was changed letter 23. They changed it when they covered it. Oh, okay. Thank you, Miss Mad About Me. This is what I love, covering this music and talking, that y'all teach me so much about the songs. Cheryl Davis said, anything Marvin. Anything Marvin. That's like how I feel about anything Teddy Pendergrass. Anything Teddy Pendergrass. I hear a single thing from Teddy Pendergrass. Number 6 is Norman Connors, Once I've Been There. It was vaguely, I couldn't remember. Once I've Been There, Norman Connors. I couldn't remember the song. I really couldn't. Incredible song by Marvin. Gotta Give It Up. Yes, Gotta Give It Up was an incredible song by Marvin Gaye. As you said, is number 7, but it's number 20 in the all around. But as I said, number 6 is Norman Connors, Once I've Been There. Number 5, yeah, I don't remember. I didn't remember him when I looked him up. Number 5 is Bill Withers, Lovely Day. Bill Withers, I'm sorry, Lovely Day. Withers, Lovely Day. A lovely day. Now, number 4 is where I wanted to get to. Because when I tell you this woman can do no wrong, I haven't heard a song that she could do wrong on. Okay? I have not heard a song that this woman at number 4 could do wrong. This is Donna Summer, I Feel Love. Donna Summer, I Feel Love is at number 4. And I was like, it's too low for me. But I just love Donna Summer. I'm sorry. I feel love. I mean, just, oh my word, Donna Summer, I Feel Love is everything. Everything. Oh, you love Bill Withers? Okay. Love Donna Summer. I Feel Love. I'm hearing it in my head right now. I just wish, YouTube could do it. But somebody told me I should do this segment on TikTok Live so I could actually play the music so we could all hear and jam to it. But, who got time for TikTok Lives? We here on YouTube. I'm sorry. I may eventually one day, once YouTube ain't got me and Love is Blind ain't got me, maybe I'll do one of it, on TikTok one of these days, or maybe I clip this and post it on TikTok. But I absolutely enjoy this, listening to music. So yes, Donna Summer, I Feel Love. I'm probably going to get off of here and listen to that when we are done. Yep. Yeah, it's hard when you were a girl. Girl, that full-time job got you. Got to make that money. Number 3, by Slave. The song is called Slide. Yes, when you work in 9 to 5. Yep. At least at my 9 to 5, I could listen to stuff if I'm listening. Like I listened to the Romance Scam series. I was listening to it while working. You know, the tablet sitting right next to me, headphones in, and I'm like, ooh, okay. It's hard otherwise. It's definitely hard otherwise. You don't remember I Feel Love? Ooh, I feel love, I feel love. I mean, that is the whole thing about I Feel Love. That was the whole thing with her. It's one of her slower I Feel Love, I Feel Love. It was like you in a haze. You know, you're in a haze with that. Norman Connors, Michael Henderson also did Sending You This Valentine. Okay. Slave, Slide. Okay. Miss Mad About Music knows about it. Yes, great dance song. I'm good at that, girl. Sometimes I'm not because people want to talk to me. It's twofold, Lady T-Bug. Twofold. People want to talk to me at work, and I don't want to talk to them. So the best way not to talk to them is I have my tablet right next to me, and I have my headphones in. So even if they come by and say, "Hey," I don't respond because I can't hear them. Okay, I can't hear them. Oh, I understand. It's bad about music. You're talking about you don't know I can't now I'm like I thought it was Slide, but you put the thumbs up for that. Now, number 2 is Stevie Wonder, As, which we all, I guess some of us used to call it Always, until the sun and the earth, cease to thrive. Always, until basically the song is As. And I'm telling you, at the end of it, if you are not yelling out like he is, or you ain't yelling out with the choir, I guess you don't like the song. Yes, better known as Always, but it's called As. When I tell you, when I was a teenager looking for that song, I'm like, it's Always. What are you talking about? Always. They're like, no, that ain't the song. That's why I said Stevie had a period of time where the song didn't match. The name of the song did not match what the song was saying. Because, it is, even though he's saying always, they're singing as long as the earth, rotates around the sun, as long as that's what it means. That's why he used as, but we ain't listening to the choir for the as. We listen to you where you're saying always and you're going always. I mean, you going the rift is the always. We think that's the name of the song. Stevie, you had a period of time where the song name and what's in the song didn't match, but we still love it. Yes, it's a beautiful song. Absolutely beautiful song. And, y'all can't be mad at this because number 1 is Stevie again with Sir Duke. No living for the city. No living for the city. No living for the city. No. Sir Duke is number 1 by Stevie Wonder. Sir Duke. And if you listen to Sir Duke and you hear the instrumental, you will remember what that song was. And that was a big song for that time, as big as and better known as Always. But Sir Duke, once you hear that riff, I was like, better known as You Can Feel It All Over. You can feel it all over. You can feel it all over. Dun 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 dun. I absolutely love dun 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 dun. I mean, and then if a DJ goes that straight into Jungle Boogie, I'm not mad at you. I am not mad at you. But again, yes, you can feel it all over. Yes, Sir Duke is number 1. Where we got Sir Duke in the lyrics? But I know it. I know it was. I know why he named it Sir Duke. But I believe it was for Duke Ellington. I believe. But Where So Duke is still sung at every talent show and The Voice and American Idol. Yes, Stevie is multi-generational. Stevie is still current, very much still current. So that is the top 20 R&B. We did the top 20 of the all-around charts, and that's the top 20 R&B. You know who I was missing? Them Footsteps in the Dark. Where are my Isley Brothers? Because I knew they were a hit in the 70s. Where are my Isley Brothers? But you see, the thing is, the Isley Brothers weren't hitting the charts. Where are my OJs? Where are my OJs for this time? Stevie been in his alien bag when he was creating songs. Yes, he was. Where are my Isley Brothers? Okay? Where are my OJs? Come on now. This was 77. This was their time too. Yes, the Isley Brothers were also in the 60s, but they definitely were, they definitely were out. They definitely were on rotation. Yeah, 77, the Isleys were hot. OJs were hot too. Two of my favorite bands. Yes. I was shocked. But then I look back at stuff, and really the Isley Brothers really charted high in the 60s. They charted high then, but when they started doing this real sultry R&B stuff, they didn't chart very well. You'll find them at like number 70 something in the top 100. And I was like, that's disrespectful. We know it's disrespectful. We know who wasn't buying the slots. Yes, it was all about rotations and buying and paying those DJs to play your stuff on rotation. That's why these chart things, we're looking at it, and we know we can side-eye because we know many of our favorites are left off of it because they weren't paying the DJs. They weren't paying a publicist. It wasn't called publicist then. A publicist to make sure that they're in the magazines, they're on high rotation, and they're making the top of the charts. Harvest for the World, the Isleys, yes. Yes. Definitely. They left out great bands at that time. Yes, they got the Commodores at number 20, Too Hot to Trot, but the Commodores had other things going on. We had other things going on in 77. So that was the R&B list. Thank y'all so much. This has been fun. We do have homework for next week, okay? Bessie and Beauty, also on Netflix. Okay, we're gonna talk about it next week, just like I talked about the Con Romance this week. Con Love, Con Revenge. We talked about that series this week, and y'all, it's a quick listen. It's a quick listen. The last few episodes are like only 30 minutes long, so it's not that long if you just want to do your chores and listen to these women and talk about these romance scammers. Okay? Scammers. 1977, the Commodores had Brick House. Yes. Brick House. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. 'Cause she's a brick house. She's mighty, mighty. Thank you, Miss Mad About Music. But yes, definitely next week I would try to watch, Love is Blind got me in a hold. Love is Blind Brazil and France. I knew what you meant, Bad About Music. Love is Blind France is tomorrow at noon. That's a live. Then we have Project Runway, which I have to go do the photos after this. That is at 5. Sunday is our Unsolicited Advice at noon, and Love is Blind Brazil is at 5 o'clock Sunday for us to get down. There's lots of tea to spill. There was spice galore in both of them. And France, y'all are on my ish list. Love is Blind France. I'm sorry, y'all are on my ish list. Hey, Baba lady. I see you got your cowboy hat on. Howdy. Howdy. We talked about the Romance Scammer series on Netflix earlier, okay? We talked about that earlier, Baba lady. If you want to go check it out, it's called Love, Con, Revenge. If you have not seen it, we started the show talking about that. And I will leave y'all again saying, trust but verify. Howdy. Trust but verify. If you learn anything from this show about these men taking their money, about, scammers, these romance scammers. If he tells you he's a doctor, check the medical board. He tells you he's a barber, check the cosmetology board. If he tells you he on the internet trading, stock trading, there's a board of licensing for that. Check their stories. If he tell you went to school over there, you can call up. Members, we are going to talk about how we do these checks ourselves according to the Freedom of Information Act and the Patriot Act. We're going to cover that in our members on Monday at 8 o'clock, okay? Yes, Cheryl Davis, please turn on now. And next week, we're going to talk about Bessie and Beauty, or Bessa and Beauty. It's also one of them scammers, but this is, if you are in the Nesto universe, this is if he had a Sonya that was on her game. If he had a Sonya that was on her game and doing the work right away, where you don't know if she's a victim or she a perpetrator, that's the Bessie and it's like kind of like Beauty and the Beast, but it's like Bessa and Beauty. Okay, that's also on Netflix. But y'all, thank you so much for being here. I had another fun Friday with you guys. Yes, I will see you on the next live tomorrow at noon for Love is Blind France. We will cover what happened in the last 3 episodes. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you on these YouTube streets, okay? Y'all have a good one.